Your grocery bill skyrocketed by 21% last year. But here's the real shocker. That's just the beginning. According to supply chain analysts and retail reports, over 100 essential grocery items are now at high risk of shortages, and many are already vanishing from shelves at alarming rates. But these 15 specific items? If you don't stock up before March 2025, you might not see them at reasonable prices, or at all, until late 2026. And number one on this list? It's a survival essential that's on the brink of disappearing completely, and when it does, the impact will be felt nationwide. At Preppers Community, we've been tracking supply disruptions, inflation spikes, and insider warnings, and the data is disturbing. Some items are already seeing price hikes of up to 300%, and retailers are quietly reducing stock without warning. So here's your urgent wake-up call. By the time mainstream news starts talking about these shortages, it'll already be too late. Before we dive into the list, do your part. Smash that like button so this critical information reaches as many people as possible. And if you're serious about protecting yourself and your family, subscribe to Preppers Community, your go-to source for real-time survival strategies and prepping essentials that can make all the difference. First on our list, avocado powder. Avocados are one of the most nutrient-dense superfoods on the planet, packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats that your body needs to survive and thrive. But there's a problem. Fresh avocados spoil fast and require refrigeration, making them impractical for long-term storage. That's why avocado powder is a game-changer for preppers.
It delivers all the nutritional power of fresh avocados while being lightweight, shelf-stable, and easy to store for years.
Shelf life, up to 5 years when stored properly. Why stockpile? Most emergency foods are high in carbs and protein but lack critical healthy fats, which are essential for energy, brain function, and nutrient absorption.
Avocado powder is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, potassium, and fiber, making it one of the best plant-based sources of survival nutrition.
How to use it? Just add water and it turns into a creamy, nutrient-rich paste, perfect for sandwiches, spreads, and dips. Stir it into soups, sauces, smoothies, or even bake it into breads and tortillas for an added nutrition boost. Why act now? As supply chains tighten and food shortages rise, specialty items like this will be among the first to disappear. Once it's gone, finding a reliable source of long-lasting, high-quality fats will become a challenge. Stock up now, because when fresh avocados are no longer an option, this will be your only lifeline. Next on our list, canned butter is a kitchen essential. But fresh butter spoils fast and requires refrigeration, making it a poor choice for long-term storage. That's why canned butter is a must-have survival staple. It delivers the same creamy texture and rich flavor as fresh butter, but with years of shelf stability, making it perfect for preppers and off-grid living. Shelf life, 5+ years when stored properly. Why stockpile? Regular butter turns rancid quickly, but canned butter is shelf-stable, packed with essential fats and calories, and requires no refrigeration. In a survival situation, having access to high-energy, nutrient-dense foods can make all the difference, and butter provides one of the most concentrated sources of energy available. Survival bonus. Many emergency foods, especially freeze-dried meals, lack healthy fats, which are critical for long-term survival. Fats help your body absorb nutrients, fuel brain function, and provide sustained energy, making canned butter an overlooked prepping essential. How to use it? Just like fresh butter, use it for cooking, baking, frying, or simply spreading on bread for an instant energy boost. It's also great for making buttery sauces, biscuits, and survival-friendly comfort meals that boost morale in tough times. Why act now? In times of crisis, luxury items like butter disappear first, and once supply chains start crumbling, canned butter will become nearly impossible to find. As shortages rise, expect prices to skyrocket, making this an item you'll regret not stockpiling while it's still available. Stock up now, because when fresh butter is gone, this will be your best bet for long-term survival. Next up, instant coffee. For most people, coffee is just a morning ritual, but in a crisis, it becomes a survival necessity. Caffeine boosts alertness, enhances focus, and fights fatigue, which is critical in high-stress situations where staying sharp can mean the difference between staying ahead or falling behind. Shelf life, over 20 years when stored properly. Why stockpile?
Coffee shortages are already happening, and supply chain disruptions are only making things worse.
Shipping costs on raw coffee beans have skyrocketed by 280% in the past year, and major suppliers are quietly cutting production while passing rising costs onto consumers. The result? Higher prices, limited stock, and lower quality beans flooding the market. Pro tip: brands are getting sneaky. Many are selling older coffee stock to fill shelves, which means you could be buying stale, low-quality coffee without even knowing it. Always check the roast date before purchasing to ensure you're getting fresh, high-quality beans. Why act now? In previous supply chain disruptions, retailers have imposed ration limits on coffee, forcing customers to buy only 1 or 2 containers at a time. If shortages continue, expect prices to skyrocket and supplies to disappear overnight. Stockpile your favorite brand while you still can, because when coffee runs out, millions will feel the impact.
Next on the list, powdered eggs. Eggs are a nutritional powerhouse packed with protein, healthy fats, and essential vitamins, but fresh eggs spoil quickly and require refrigeration, making them unreliable in a crisis.
That's why powdered eggs are a must-have survival food, delivering long-lasting, high-protein nutrition with an incredible shelf life. Shelf life: 10+ years when stored properly. Why stockpile? In a crisis, protein becomes a luxury, and when supply chains collapse, fresh eggs will be one of the first things to disappear. Powdered eggs provide the same protein, amino acids, and nutrients as fresh eggs, but with the advantage of long-term storage. How to use them? Just rehydrate with water and you have scrambled eggs, omelets, or an egg substitute for baking and cooking. They mix easily into pancakes, bread, and casseroles, making them one of the most versatile emergency foods. Storage tip: to maximize shelf life, store them in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, keeping them in a cool, dry place to prevent spoilage. History proves their value. During World War II, powdered eggs became a lifesaver for troops and civilians, providing an essential protein source when fresh eggs were unavailable. In a future crisis, preppers will be relying on them again. Make sure you're one of them. Stock up now, because when fresh eggs are gone, this will be your best alternative. Next, canned sardines. When it comes to long-term survival nutrition, sardines are one of the most overlooked yet powerful protein sources you can stockpile. Unlike fresh fish, which spoils within days, or even canned tuna, which loses nutrients over time, sardines retain their full nutritional profile for years, making them an elite survival food.
Shelf life: 5 years or more when stored properly.
Why stockpile?
Sardines outperform tuna in terms of omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, vitamin D, and essential minerals, nutrients that are critical for brain function, heart health, and bone strength.
They're also a high-quality protein source, helping to maintain muscle, sustain energy levels, and support immune function, all of which become even more important in emergency situations when access to fresh, high-protein foods is limited. Unlike many emergency proteins, sardines come pre-cooked, require zero preparation, and can be eaten straight from the can, making them a perfect, ready-to-eat survival food. Always choose sardines packed in olive oil instead of water. The oil provides extra calories and essential fats, making it a more energy-dense option for long-term survival. Plus, the oil can be repurposed for cooking, preserving food, or even as emergency lamp fuel in extreme situations. As global food shortages increase, high-protein, shelf-stable foods like sardines will disappear quickly. Unlike frozen or fresh fish, these don't require refrigeration, and with inflation driving up seafood prices, it's only a matter of time before sardines become a hard-to-find luxury item. Stock up now, because when protein sources become scarce, these little cans of nutrition will be worth their weight in gold. Coming up, freeze-dried cheese has been a staple food for centuries, but it spoils fast and requires refrigeration, making it nearly impossible to store long-term. Freeze-dried cheese solves this problem, offering real high-quality cheese with a shelf life of up to 25 years. Why stockpile? Cheese is a valuable source of protein, fats, and essential nutrients, but fresh cheese won't last in an emergency. Freeze-dried cheese provides the same flavor, texture, and nutrition without needing refrigeration, making it a must-have for long-term survival. It's lightweight, easy to store, and can be reconstituted with water or eaten dry as a crunchy, high-fat snack. How to use it? Sprinkle it on pastas, soups, sandwiches, casseroles, or baked dishes. It melts just like fresh cheese when added to hot meals, bringing richness and comfort to survival cooking. Despite its incredible shelf life and versatility, most people overlook this survival essential, which means it's still widely available. But with dairy shortages on the rise, this won't stay on shelves forever. Stock up while you can, because when fresh cheese is no longer an option, this will be the next best thing. Next, apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar isn't just a kitchen staple, it's a survival essential with an indefinite shelf life, meaning it never expires. In a long-term crisis, having multi-purpose items that can cover food preservation, hygiene, and even first aid is invaluable, and this is one of the most versatile survival tools you can stockpile. Why stockpile? Beyond cooking, apple cider vinegar is a natural disinfectant, a powerful food preservative, and a digestion and immune booster. It contains antibacterial and antifungal properties, making it an effective alternative when medical supplies or household cleaners are scarce. It can be used to sterilize wounds, treat sore throats, soothe skin irritations, and even extend the shelf life of fresh produce by slowing bacterial growth. How to use it? Mix it with water for a natural electrolyte drink. Use it as a homemade food preservative. Apply it as a topical treatment for minor burns or insect bites, or even use it as a chemical-free household cleaner in survival situations. With medicine shortages, rising prices on cleaning supplies, and the increasing need for food preservation, this is a must-have in any emergency pantry. Unlike store-bought vinegar-based products, pure apple cider vinegar stays potent for decades, making it one of the smartest long-term prep investments you can make. Stock up now, because in a survival scenario, the ability to clean, preserve, and stay healthy will be worth more than gold. Next, hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are one of the most nutrient-dense survival foods, offering a powerful combination of protein, healthy fats, and essential minerals that your body needs to stay strong in an emergency. Unlike many plant-based foods, they contain all 9 essential amino acids, making them a complete protein source, a rare find in non-animal products. Shelf life, 3+ years when vacuum-sealed and stored in a cool, dry place. Why stockpile? In a crisis, energy and brain function are just as important as physical endurance, and hemp seeds provide both. They are packed with omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which support cognitive health, reduce inflammation, and help sustain energy levels when food is scarce. They're also rich in iron, magnesium, and potassium, critical minerals that help regulate muscle function and keep your body operating efficiently under stress. How to use them? Sprinkle them over yogurt, oatmeal, soups, or salads. Blend them into smoothies or add them to baking mixes for an easy, high-nutrition boost. They can also be turned into homemade hemp milk, offering a long-lasting dairy alternative when fresh milk is unavailable. Hemp seeds are lightweight, easy to store, and require no refrigeration, making them a perfect prepper-friendly superfood. Unlike many protein sources, they don't require cooking, which makes them ideal for grid-down situations. Stock up now, because in a long-term survival scenario, high-quality plant-based. Next on the list, dried lentils and beans. Beans and lentils have been survival staples for centuries, providing a rich source of protein, fiber, and essential nutrients. Unlike fresh meat, which spoils quickly, or canned goods that take up valuable storage space, dried beans and lentils offer long-term sustainability with minimal storage requirements. Shelf life, 10+ years when properly stored in airtight containers with oxygen absorbers. Why stockpile? In a crisis, access to high-protein foods becomes increasingly difficult, and plant-based proteins like lentils and beans become essential. They are calorie-dense, highly nutritious, and can be stored in bulk without refrigeration. How to use them? Soak and cook for a hearty meal packed with energy and essential nutrients. They can be combined with rice, canned vegetables, or freeze-dried meats for a complete survival meal. Why act now? Global food shortages and extreme weather conditions are already affecting crop yields, causing bean prices to surge. Stock up while prices are still reasonable, because once the supply chain tightens further, this low-cost survival staple could become a luxury. Next, powdered milk. Fresh milk is a luxury in a crisis. It spoils quickly, requires refrigeration, and is among the first products to disappear from store shelves. That's why powdered milk is a must-have in any long-term prepper's stockpile. Shelf life, 20+ years when stored properly. Why stockpile? Powdered milk provides essential calcium, protein, and vitamins, making it an invaluable survival food, especially for families with children. It ensures you'll still have access to dairy nutrition long after fresh milk is no longer an option. How to use it?
Just mix with water for an instant milk substitute.
It can also be added to baking recipes, soups, sauces, and survival-friendly meal replacements.
Why act now?
Dairy shortages are already hitting store shelves, and with rising production costs and inflation, the price of powdered milk is climbing fast. Once supply chains become unstable, expect powdered milk to become one of the first staples to be rationed or disappear entirely. Stock up now, because when dairy becomes scarce, this will be your best alternative for long-term survival. Protein will be in short supply. Next, bone broth powder. Bone broth has been a survival staple for centuries, used by warriors, pioneers, and preppers alike for its incredible healing and nutritional properties. But in an emergency, making homemade broth from bones takes time, fuel, and fresh ingredients, all of which may be in short supply. That's why bone broth powder is an essential stockpile item, delivering all the collagen, amino acids, and minerals of traditional bone broth in a long-lasting, easy-to-store form.
Shelf life, 10+ years when properly stored.
Why stockpile? In a survival scenario, nutrient-dense foods become more valuable than ever, and bone broth powder is a nutritional powerhouse. It's packed with collagen to support joint health, amino acids to repair muscle tissue, and key minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus to keep bones strong. This makes it a must-have for immune support, gut health, and overall resilience during stressful conditions when the body is under extreme pressure. It's also an incredible energy booster, helping the body recover from physical exhaustion, injuries, and nutrient deficiencies. A major advantage when dealing with prolonged food shortages, cold weather, or physical labor. How to use it? Simply mix with hot water for an instant. Warming broth that delivers essential nutrients and electrolytes. Use it as a base for soups, stews, sauces, or even to cook rice and beans, adding both flavor and vital minerals to emergency meals.
Why act now?
As inflation drives up meat and supplement prices, high-quality sources of protein, collagen, and minerals are becoming more expensive and harder to find. Bone broth powder offers a lightweight, space-saving, and long-lasting solution, ensuring you have access to one of nature's most powerful healing foods, no matter what happens. Stock up now, because when fresh meat and bone-based nutrients are out of reach, this will be your best source of strength and recovery.
Next on the list,
Honey isn't just a sweetener. It's a survival essential that lasts forever. Used by ancient civilizations for food, medicine, and preservation, honey has stood the test of time as one of the most versatile and valuable prepping items you can store. Shelf life, indefinite. Honey never spoils when stored correctly. Why stockpile? Unlike sugar, honey contains antioxidants, vitamins, and antibacterial properties, making it both a nutrient-rich energy source and a natural medicine. It's an excellent immune booster, a wound disinfectant, and a food preservative. How to use it? Use it to sweeten coffee, tea, and baked goods. Mix it into survival rations for quick energy, or apply it topically to wounds as a natural antibiotic.
Why act now? Bee populations are declining, honey production is decreasing, and prices are rising fast.
Pure, unfiltered honey is already becoming harder to find, and once supply disruptions hit, this natural superfood could become a rare commodity.
Stock up now, because when sugar shortages and medical crises hit, honey will be worth more than gold.
Next, instant rice has been a survival food for thousands of years, and for good reason. It's calorie-dense, easy to store, and provides long-lasting energy. But in a crisis, time and fuel become precious, making traditional rice less practical. That's why instant rice is a must-have in any prepper's pantry. It offers the same energy and sustenance as regular rice, but cooks in a fraction of the time, using minimal water and heat. A critical advantage when resources are limited. Shelf life. Up to 10 years when stored properly in airtight containers or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. Why stockpile? Instant rice provides fast, reliable carbohydrates, which are essential for maintaining energy, focus, and endurance in survival situations. Unlike regular rice, which can take 30 to 45 minutes to cook, instant rice is ready in minutes, reducing fuel consumption and preparation time, a key factor during power outages, food shortages, or grid-down scenarios. It's also incredibly versatile, pairing well with canned meats, beans, freeze-dried vegetables, and powdered broth to create quick, filling meals without the need for complex cooking. How to use it? Just add boiling water, let it sit for a few minutes, and it's ready to eat. It can also be used to thicken soups, add bulk to stews, or serve as a base for protein-rich meals.
Why act now?
Global rice shortages are already making headlines, and with climate disruptions, export restrictions, and rising inflation, the cost of rice is climbing fast. In previous crises, staple foods like rice were among the first to be rationed, and once restrictions hit, you'll wish you had stocked up. Stock up now, because when food supplies are unstable, having quick, high-energy meals will be a survival advantage.
Finally, baking soda. Baking soda isn't just for baking. It's a survival powerhouse with dozens of critical uses, making it one of the most versatile and valuable prepper essentials you can stockpile.
Unlike most pantry staples, it never expires, meaning a single purchase today can last a lifetime if stored properly. Shelf life, indefinite when kept dry in an airtight container. Why stockpile? When supply chains break down, access to cleaning products, hygiene essentials, and even basic medicine becomes difficult. Baking soda is a multi-purpose lifesaver that can replace toothpaste, deodorant, and household cleaners, while also working as a leavening agent for baking, a fire extinguisher for grease fires, and even a first aid treatment for burns, insect bites, and acid reflux.
It's also an effective food preserver, helping keep produce fresher longer and neutralizing odors and bacteria in storage areas.
How to use it. Mix with vinegar or lemon juice for a natural household cleaner. Use it as a non-toxic deodorant. Sprinkle it in stored grains to deter pests, or add it to water for a stomach-soothing drink. In an emergency, it can even be used as a makeshift soap, toothpaste, or laundry detergent substitute. Why act now? As inflation and shortages drive up the cost of household essentials, basic cleaning and hygiene products are becoming more expensive and harder to find. Having baking soda in your prepper stockpile ensures you'll always have a reliable alternative when conventional supplies run low. Stock up now, because in a survival situation, having a single item that replaces dozens of essentials is an advantage you can't afford to overlook. There you have it. 15 grocery items you must grab before March 2025. If this list has opened your eyes to the critical items you need to secure, don't wait. Smash that like button to spread this crucial information to others. If you're serious about being prepared for what's coming, subscribe to Preppers Community and join our growing community of preppers. By subscribing, you'll never miss an update, tip, or essential strategy to keep you ahead of the curve.
What's in your stockpile?
Share your thoughts and the items you swear by in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you're stocking up on. Stay prepared, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video.